I just knew I had to be in the moment. This next 5 minutes was going to determine win or lose. Am I going home a winner or am I going home a loser? This next 5 minutes was where it's going to be won or loss. So I knew I had to focus and pull together.
And at this point in your career, I mean, you've had this unbelievable career, but at this point in your career, that was your career. I mean, right? I mean, is that fair?
Right.
I mean, at this point, you know, you don't want to lose that fight now. I mean, you've been down a tough road, a rugged road, you know, and sooner or later you got to get out. Mm-hmm. But this fight was going to dictate that, for me, at least. And there's one thing I want to say about that unbelievable first round. I was thinking Ward Gaddy. You know what I mean? It was just unbelievable theater, drama. But when he's got you hurt, you said it beautifully. You said, I'm glad those punches were a little round and not straight. Technique matters.
Yeah, for sure.
Technique, speed, power, physicality, talent, but technique matters. And you were dipping and slipping and, you know, doing that a little bit, and like a boxer. But if they were a little straighter, would have been a little harder for you, which you said yourself.
You even admitted to that. You said if he threw those punches straight, he might have gotten me.
Well, when guys are winging punches and you just get your hands up somewhat, arms are going to hit elbows and stuff like that. But if you're throwing straight punches, the opening is so clean and so crisp down the middle. You know, you have to be with it, you know, in the right mind to block good shots like that.
One thing we didn't give enough credit for, you turned around with a counter.
Right hook.
That counter turned it around.
Yep.
Well, that shouldn't be missed.
He got overzealous. He thought I was which I was. I was hurt against the fence, but I was waiting for it. I had it loaded, and when he came in,
you knew he was going to get overzealous.
Yeah.
Or you were hoping
he always does. He always does.
It's true.
Yeah.
The great thing, too, the really interesting thing is he's a world-class wrestler. But you're the one who gets the submission in this. And take a look at here. When you talk about most wins, Dustin Poirier is climbing up the list. Look at who is that number 5 right there. Dustin Poirier, when you talk about the most wins in UFC history, got to feel good about that.
I do. I feel great about that. Most knockouts in lightweight, you know, I'm slowly getting the marks on the.
You know what the greatest thing about that, though? The guys that he got the wins against. I mean, that list is a who's who. Really?
This isn't bragging or boasting, but doing all the interviews on Fight Week, you know, talking to so many reporters, they told me that they wanted to let me know that this is the 10th fighter in a row that has been a former or a current world champion that I've fought.
Wow.
10 in a row.
How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, really, you talk about a guy who earned his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, no layups.
You're right.
No free lunches.
No, he's
I know that's how the
UFC
UFC is on the whole, but earned his way. And listen, give Chandler credit. He's fought nothing but monsters since he came over here. You know, he fought Godzilla, King Kong, Wolfman. I mean, he's fought only the top guys.
Yeah.
There was one thing in that first round when you came back. And you came back and you had him hurt. I thought that if you would have went, I'm not trying to rain on anyone's parade. I love you.
Give it to me.
You were great. But if you would have went to the body and placed one body shot, you would have froze him. Yeah. And you might have got him out of there that round and not had to go and do what you did. But then again, it would have blew your plan to get that fight of the night. I know.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.